Okay. Alright. That should be working. Alright. I'm just very excited to get back into this, actually. What is it? Excuse me. I've seen a couple people already start playing this game too. It's like, oh, they're so far. It's like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Alright. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. back at the detention center. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dark, dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. If you come to laugh, yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. Alright, that's better. Please, you're scaring the security guard. And he looks rock solid back there. So, what did you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Oh good, the text bar moved and we can see more of her now. That's great, as they look away. No, about the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on my Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, am I supposed you learned that in lawyer school? Creep. This woman's impossible to talk to. One more time. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom feeding scumsucking lawyer? Bottom. I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Look at the twitch. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. I don't know if there's anything I can present. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Alright, so none of that's really helpful. Let me see if I can move. Oh, I should have went back to the office. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dared say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only be helped by help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes. Our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. I'll just check around. The vase is expected to look at the flower names, except maybe tulips, snowflowers, same thing. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. No clues. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. Yeah, I remember this guy. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Alright, so let me see. Nice weather again today. I can see the Faye and Co. law office, of course. Yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh, by that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Alright, nothing really to examine. About Miss May. Oh, hers? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Could you tell me more about this hotel? Absolutely. And on the subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Certainly this hotel is known as the Great Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Never float your boat in T-set. Photo. Let me check the office. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe is nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any clues left, valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to look around though. Maya's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Maya's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Oh, see, I've been saying Maya. I do that all the time. I don't know why. Gosh darn it. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I have to check it out one of these days. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel across the way. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are all filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm just imagining things. Alright. Huh? Looks like Ghostbrook is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah. It was a painting of... Wasn't it? It was a very memorable painting anyhow. Was it of him? I don't remember that. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the back. On the backs. DL6 is in Exhibit A, DL6 is in Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. On the back of the words DL6 Incident Exhibit A. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yeah. I think I'll swap them. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. The lawyer? Oh, no. I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, this is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Describes the man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel on the night of the murder. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Alright. So I can go back to the experts. He's out again. Huh? No more photos on the desk. God damn it. Did I mess that up? You again? Can't you take a hit and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Okay. He's vulnerable now. Should be gentle. Miss May, it would be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more, inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me? That's all you have to say? Yeah, yes. If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow I think you're not up to it, Show them a little kindness and they'll jump all over you. That had the opposite effect of what I hoped. Oh, smirk. Poor little lawyer. And you were so close. This isn't working. I think I've worn out this piece of paper's usefulness. The man in this photo is the one I want. Why did April May not want to talk about it? She must know him. How about this photograph? You're wasting your time! My lips are sealed. The bellboy seems to be out. Huh? Is that a water coming from the shower? La-di-da. Money making. I got the money making blues. Someone seems to enjoy washing the showers. The screwdriver is still stuck in the drawer. Why didn't I touch it? No telling what the bellboy could do to me. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. What the heck is that loafer? Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Oh no. Nah, I could do better. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well. You are quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial. He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess some things got passed down through Mia, maybe. It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. I, it was all a bit much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd rather you give me some information. So you came to see the child? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see, and I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just me and sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you just offer to help her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have the right to know. Right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Yes. Well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how this is any of your business. Please, speak no more of that cursed painting. I didn't. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once. Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything? Very well, I'll tell you what I know. However, you didn't hear it from me, if you follow. I follow. That man is Mr. Red White. He's the president of Blue Corp. Red, White, Blue Corp is something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They sell information, you see, sensitive information. Despite his name, Mr. White, he's the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Should you run across him, watch what you say. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you. Selling information sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Mr. Red, White, and last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Now, I must ask you to leave. I need to think about things alone. Okay. Off to Blue Corp. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just quietly asking the title that you go by. Wright? Phoenix Wright? Quietly? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my grotesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red Wright, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporation expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you've come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer with a man such with a man such as myself? Yikes, this guy's arrogance meters off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Club, is she not? Correct, she was my secretary. What a shock it is to hear what she's done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is infallible that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. This is a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho ho. The police, the courts. To me, they're all mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. You're a company of the future, you might say. You are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into a grand office you see now. Ah, in case you're wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red, White, Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? What is with this guy? He's just a bad second time. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. Say, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why did I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder if that kind of control is really possible. I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond our comprehension. You came here from Guru's words, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes? Then you must ask him why this is that. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Ugh. Huh? I didn't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. How did I do that again? Alright, let's give it to you. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Court, Wright's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. Wright are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers. Mr. Wright has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This might be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you and me as understudy, perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Wright is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Court is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years! And because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Wright will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound and able to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What's the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sort of code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what I was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. By the way, but why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know that they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches, and it is an embarrassment to me now, because I talked. The police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay, so... Alright, back to the office. Ow. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Look. All the cases in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's see, interest A. This file that catches. Oh, ECF, Faye. That's Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Probably. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words: my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, Another who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops here. There. So Mia knew Grossberg. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of these. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here at the end is suicide. Ew. There's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added. Article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pencil at the top. Wait a minute. T-U-N-O-W. White. The entire white section is missing. Well, W section, rather. Was it taken? I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Oh. Is she helpful yet? Apparently Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems like the message has not penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. There's no point in such a question. Need some evidence I can use to ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes, there's my eyes and my nose and my mouth. But of course you need not retain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my complexion sense of humor. I will not think cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. It's the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with one single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please contact me to the public prosecutor's office. Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. The Mia Fey case. I witnessed a murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. Quietude? I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over right here, right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, the killer man. What? Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in any position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Mia. Miss Mia, how dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be giving a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Well, I'm behind bars now. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, he let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Huh. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. What happened to Maya? I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. All right, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. What? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But you can't just sit there and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay. I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet the crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on internal court trials. I can't see. Almost all finish in a day. Most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defense's chair myself for this case. With the Drew Colbert appearing as the star witness, this is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Yes, please. Still gotta clean my glasses. This is horrible. Okay. Alright. God, I'm so sick and tired of glasses. Oh, I already did that. Alright. September 9th, 9:52 A to the M. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. Wright says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does Wright have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay. Let's do this. What? Alright, back to 10 a.m. Court is now in session. The trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to this court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Sparkle. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my reclusions confused? Name. These two are great together. My name is Wright, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. If you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Sparkle, sparkle. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Do it. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quite persevering, that's reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. The writing enough teaches you more words. Dealing with this guy is just, it's mind-splitting. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Sparkle, sparkle. Alright, How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistruding, Mr. Lawyer. Mistrusting. Yeah. Reading a tiny clock. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered some room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. True, but the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he didn't. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? By window, you mean the one directly across from Faye and Co. law offices? Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you are reading papers. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right. You've made a career of snooping. Psyche hair? That was it. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Sparkle, sparkle. Counting both eyes? 40. 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, who sets the judge on anyways? And what did you do then? What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with this case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little bit more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. I comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Sparkle, sparkle. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What's this? What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was right here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. White. Right. Damn it. Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law office of Faye & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Oh man. Oh man. Take that! That's where he was. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. If he was there during the very act of the murder, that would make him an accomplice. Impossible. There was no other than the criminal and the victim in the room. There is no evidence, no proof to the contrary. None. Sorry. Let me try that again. Alright. I'm really confused. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Postulations. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Well, now, he's laughing. The hilarity of the moment that made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. Can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Alright. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. America. What do you mean by first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then... I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright. There's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? What do you mean by next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Stop saying it was me! Sparkle, sparkle. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing, right? Nothing? May I continue? So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely. That's correct, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. So you were watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Ooh. Oh, I think, okay. Would it be the note? Nope. Messed that up. That statement. It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Oops. That didn't go so well. I thought it was that. I'm not there yet. Man, I don't remember. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me try. Nope. Clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. I must be on the wrong track. Oh. There are they? Not at all. Oh, oh, well, okay. Yeah. I'm not holding anything. But see, I would think that would work because the victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right. Then she was caught and struck. That would go against the fact that she got hit twice. Alright, well. I'm gonna save this. Alright. I wonder if they put... Alright, I'll see. Nope. They don't they? Oh, man. Alright, hold on. Miss May's testimony was correct as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she... Oh. First ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely, that's what I saw. Next, the blast of strength, she went to the right. You chase her and deliver the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. No, what? I'm so confused. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep this in. Man, I messed that up real bad. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defense has failed to give the court significant reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defense, or rather defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, G-U-I-L-T-Y. The accuser will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Ouch. Okay. See, alright, okay. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. What's his name here? No. Nothing there. The broken remains of glass stand broken beyond all recognition. I don't know if I should do that one yet. Alright, let me see. The thank you statue is removed. No? No, I'm done with that pretty much. Department store receipt with the letters written in blood on the back. No, I don't need this yet. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay. Oh, wait. No, come on, game. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. I guess it's not that part just yet. Alright, hold on, I gotta think about this. No. About that yet? No. Am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything. is confusing. But alright, I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, that was right. Okay. Ooh. I need a second. Alright, I'm good. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? That was my chance to hit him with where it counts. Mr. Wright, wasn't it you who told this court you are absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. And emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Or something. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. On my side. Then slipping out of this one now, Mr. White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. 2 accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. The 2 accounts. Press. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that the glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Wouldn't I just... I could fail this and then just come back and redo it. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why, me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please I ask that you not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Miss Mia, Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. White, Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Let me go back. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. Mr. Wright. I'm messing it up. Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright, here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, yeah, right. Thank you, Miles. Thwap. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh, yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. Mr. Wright, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans from the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, know that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. Wright. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell over either. There was no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Sparkle, sparkle. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Hmm? That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office? And by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You were most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay Code law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Cursed. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is in fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Sparkle, sparkle. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify that it had fallen over by the sound? Sparkle, sparkle. Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Do you have any proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, please tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect the client confidentiality. Why did you not notice something as incautious as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to pass him on. Oh well, maybe he's right enough that I can bluff something out of him. Alright, before I bluff something out of him, I'm gonna save again. That's such easier thing that yep. Alright. Oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia! Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, so you're finally awake. Yeah! Hey, Phoenix! Yak is... That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Ugh. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shot to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have the receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from the famous department store. $1,000. Wow! Big spender. Item? Glass light stand. Date of purchase? September 4th. September 4th! September 4th! That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated. Receipt for the glass light stand. The date of purchase is the day before the murder. Court will now convene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start off where we left off. Your Honor, there was nothing to go back to. The cross-examining of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Well, I already know what to go for. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wow, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of this receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase is, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Faye & Co. offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Go on! Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand that there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No, wait. He wormed his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. Wright's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. Wright to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any base in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. I just is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me, no. Sparkle. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with Thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if only knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds a defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Guilty. Turn up. That is all. This court is adjourned. No, wrong button. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then? I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. You see, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Well, Wright and Co law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick, you know what this means. We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Yeah. Right? Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay. Wait up. And we lost once. Whew. That was pretty rough. The Silver Samurai. Turnabout Samurai. Same thing. Okie dokie. So, with that being said, I'm going to end it here rather earlier than last time, but I have other things I need to do tomorrow, but I am free all next week, so prepare to see more of this next week. Ooh, I can't wait to dive into this. And I don't know if they put in the DLC for this yet. I would assume that they did, or it's going to be released as well at some point in time. I don't know. I'll find out. But still loving this. I can't wait to see more of it. And the Turnabout Samurai, the next case, oh, it's so good. It's so good. There's a lot of things to it. And it does take up all 3 days. So I'm going to need time for it. Thank you all again. And anybody who sees this in the future, please join the stream next time. Have a good night.